Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Not so good.
Well, you're feeling better now than you were a little bit ago.
Well, the drugs help,
Yeah.
but it's too hot. It's way too hot.
Yeah.
It's about 15 degrees too hot. Yeah.
Hi. Let's see if I can put
Are you trying to get a shot up my nose or what?
Yeah. Let's see.
That's not a very nice shot.
Well, I need a tripod.
Especially considering my face is all banged up.
Well, you want to look at it?
Yeah. I mean, 3 times falling down in 3 days? Not cool.
Well, I think it was a little more than 3 days, but just about. You want to look over there so I can see the other side? Can you turn your head that way? Oh boy. You look like, you know that disease some people have when they have splotches of lighter skin?
Yeah.
You have the opposite.
No, I got some of those over here.
Oh.
You name it, I got it.
Yeah, you got some yucky stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you're still here though.
I'm trying, yeah, but thanks to medication. Did you take a photograph of my assistant?
I did.
How about my wife? She's on the run.
Yeah, there's the boys in there. So if you could have a story saved.
A what?
A story. What's one of your favorite stories about yourself?
About myself?
About yourself, yeah. Or somebody in your family you like.
Oh, well, the people that told me it wasn't a good idea to marry Evie.
That's the story you want to talk about?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we've been married 36 years, so that's funny to me. I'm done. You can go.
I want a little more though. It's only been 2 minutes.
Evie, what should I say? What?
All right, how about let me ask you a few questions.
Yeah.
Well, where were you born?
In Ottawa.
Ottawa? That's not true.
Ottawa, yeah, in Canada.
No, you have to answer for real.
Why?
So that I can look back and remember.
Okay.
So where were you born?
In Kandahar.
You know where it was born, right?
Seagate? No, you were born in Manhattan.
There you go. Just like you.
In a hut, a wooden hut.
And then you lived in Seagate.
Seagate, I remember with fond memories.
Yeah. And did you live in a house?
I have for prosperity, Mom.
Or an apartment?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear it.
When you die, do you want to be buried with your mother and father?
Oh.
This is his face. Come on, Mom.
Are they even near each other?
They're not keeping company anymore.
No.
And he's got 5 wives trailing him someplace.
Were they in the same area?
Same what?
Same area?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
The hell with them all.
So, how old were you when you left Seagate?
I was 13,
And you moved to Montclair?
and we moved to Newark.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Lived in Newark
For how long?
2 years. 107. 107. I can't remember the name of the street. You know, the mental block. Harlene lived up the street.
That's weird.
Yeah, it was funny. I lived at 107, and she lived at
7?
107 for me.
Oh, 107.
And like 190 something for her.
On the same road?
We never knew each other at that time.
That's very bizarre.
Yeah.
So when you were 15 you moved to Montclair?
13.
But you said you moved to Newark at 13.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're right.
So we were already in high school.
Yeah, first year of high school.
Oh, okay. So you went four years.
No, then I went after let's see, 7th grade was in Mark Twain Junior High in Coney Island.
Coney Island.
Yeah, 8th grade,
Is Coney Island the same thing as Seagate?
adjacent.
Oh, okay.
8th grade was in Newark. 9th grade was in Arts High.
Arts High, where's that?
Newark School for the Fine and Industrial Improvement. Arts High School in Newark. On High Street, and then 10th grade was in Montclair. Finally.
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm talking to my dad, baby.
Farrell, come over here. Farrell.
So you had 3 years in Montclair High.
Yeah.
So you moved to 96 Hawthorne Avenue?
I did.
I think so. No, I'm sorry, 96
South Fullerton.
South Fullerton,
Yeah,
which is right
but-
near Hawthorne.
It's catty corner.
Yeah.
But
We walk by there a lot.
yeah, that was a good house.
Yes, it's big.
Yeah. Had a big backyard too. That was very nice.
And then how long did you live in that house?
Oh, a long time. Because my mother stayed there after the family split up. And I'd say well, at least 10 years.
Oh yeah? So
Yeah, oh yeah.
till you were about 25?
26. I got married at 26. That was a Pizza Lux. Macy Rottenhouse.
Yeah.
No offense, man.
Mhm. Well, I know how you feel.
Yeah. Okay. Are we done yet?
Well, we can talk about something else.
What? Toscanini's effect on the New York Philharmonic?
No, what about, who were your relatives that you liked?
You know, Jetty picked out a piece of music that was playing on the radio, and he identified it to me as that guy, the conductor, must be Toscanini. And I was absolutely floored that he could pick that out and even determine it. And he said, because the entire orchestra sounds like one instrument, which is the hallmark of Toscanini. Conducting, you could have a violin section of 30 violins and it all sounds like one. It's better, closer than anybody else. And I was just shocked that Jetty could pick that out at that age, which was about 18, 19. Amazing. I was amazed.
That is very amazing. I wonder if he could do that now.
Yeah. That would be a lifelong dream. The entire family, ours and his and whoever, going to a concert.
Well, we went to see the Philharmonic and we got to see the front row. We were in the front row and I was wishing you were with us. That would have been so wonderful. Yeah, honey. Who are we talking to?
Wagner.
Wagner. Say Grandpa.
Wagner, I don't like. He was a precursor of the Nazis.
He was what?
A precursor.
Precursor?
Yeah. He was like an advance man for the Nazis. He was a very pro-Nazi guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, even though the dates, he was way before them, his music and philosophy all go towards furthering Adolf and his funny fellows. You know what I mean? Yeah. What is that? 2 potato chips at the same time? It's getting kind of racy.
Is it 2? 2? I think it's just one big one.
Looks like 2 to me. How many potato chips is that? Oh.
Oh, so, what color eyes did your father have? Do you remember?
Yeah, shit brown.
I thought they were gray.
No, I don't think so.
I think they were gray. Gray?
Shit brown. That's his heart.
I'm pretty sure they were gray.
Who cares? What a rotten person he was. Amazing. My mother was nice. Until I got married.
The second time.
Yeah. Because Hippie was the wrong color.
But you said she didn't, I thought she didn't have those kind of feelings.
That's how I was raised. Not to have those feelings. And everyone is equal. Until it came to my son. My son can't marry somebody of that color. You know, it's not right. And I said to her, I have to choose who I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. It's not going to be you. I said it's going to be my wife, Evelyn, and I'll see you around. And even though we lived 3 blocks away and we had a baby boy, she never ever saw him. So I don't have the same warm feelings towards her that Susie does.
Right. Well, Susie raised her kids with her, with
Right.
Grandma
Same
Ruth.
house.
Yeah. Yeah, so Jason and Eric, they think that she was the best grandma in the world.
Right. And she probably was to his time.
Probably.
But they didn't have the wrong colored grandma.
Right. Or Dad. Or Dad.
Who's that?
Buzz.
Treaton?
Yeah. So who did you really like in your family? You liked Uncle Misha.
Oh yeah, he was a doll. And Manya.
I never met her.
And my grandfather's side of the family. My mother's father's side of the family. And my father's side of the family too. Actually, the only rotten fish in the barrel was my father.
So, but who were your dad's parents were who?
Isaac? No. Isidore and Bella. Yeah.
And where did they come from?
Could be Minsk or Pinsk or Kiev. One of them 3. My Zadie? This stuff is interesting, is it?
Very.
You find it interesting?
This is also, my history, which
Well, in
you don't know.
1918, my father took over Russia.
So what about Grandma Ruth's parents? That was
Isaac
and Eve? Eva?
and Eva.
And where were they from?
They were from Minsk or Pinsk.
They all 4?
Yeah, but they didn't know each other.
Huh.
But
You had
they
told me.
must have had a lot of peculiarities in their lives, but I don't know what they are. And all I know was how they treated us, and they were just dolls. Look at this guy.
Whoa. Chair.
No, it's not a chair. It looks like the stool that was at dance today.
This is amazing. You can't be able to do that.
No, he's very strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your grandparents. So So, what happened? I thought you told me once there was a place called Ekaterinoslav or something.
Ekaterinoslav, yes.
So who was from there?
Somebody.
And,
I don't know. It was Ekaterinoslav, yeah.
so you remember, I don't know if you're gonna like to know this, but you remember Randy?
Yeah.
So we're Facebook friends. Well, we're not really friends. We just email each other on Facebook.
Still?
But it's been very recent. So he said something about a place called Ludz or something. Ludz.
Łódź, it's in Poland.
So who came from there?
Out of Łódź. Oh.
You don't know much about the history? Oh well, I have a friend who's Russian, and I asked her if she heard of our name, and she said there's places in Russia that are like German places in Russia, German settlements in Russia. So do you know anything about our name?
No, I don't really care.
Okay. That's why you never much told us anything.
Oh, I was going to say the war takers that I knew I didn't like, but it's only true of my father. My Uncle High was a very sweet person, very nice, and an artist. My
Your dad's brother?
But,
that was your dad's sister?
Yeah, she was okay.
She never had children?
I don't know, I think she did. Not sure. And my grandmother was a really sweet person.
Which one?
Both of them. And my grandfather was to me, he was adorable. You know, a little round, roly-poly guy with a brush mustache and a hat. Looked like the cows trampled on it. He used to take care of his hat. When he came home, he would take his hat off like that and go to the closet and shove it in between the hanging jackets and coats. So it always was safe. It was very nice.
Didn't you live with some grandparents?
No.
No?
Well, a couple summers.
Oh, I thought your sister, Aunt Susie, told me you did live with, I don't know whose parents, somebody's for a little while. The one who, she was very sick and the grandfather would sit and read to her every night. You don't remember that?
No.
Hmm.
You don't have any chocolate, do you?
Chocolate?
Chocolate?
No.
Oh, well then, get out.
Chocolate.
Yeah, all the things we have some fig Newtons.
Yeah, they're right there.
Yeah.
Did you have any more donuts?
I don't know. Do you like languages?
I do.
Do you ever talk in any other language than English?
A little bit of French, a little bit of Spanish.
By a little bit, you mean like 8 words?
Well, I think I understand more French, but I don't really have much of a vocabulary.
You ever try talking Russian?
No, but I know how to say diarrhea in Hebrew.
No, that's handy. How?
Shilshulim.
How?
Shilshulim.
I'll remember that.
Yeah, I had learned a couple of...
Well, you can talk. When I was in the rest home, I would talk Russian to the woman in charge, who was extremely beautiful.